Good evening, Miss Ruby.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. How are you? I'm doing fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm also well. I'm also well.
All right. And how was your day so far?
Yeah, my day has been good. Yes, it's good.
Okay. Would you like to tell me what you did today?
Yeah, of course, of course. So, yeah, after waking up, I read book. Because these days I'm reading book for improving purpose. And then I did some household chores because nowadays I'm at my home, like making some breakfast and dinner. And then I took some classes. This I'm taking classes because I have a YouTube channel. So I talk to so many co-learners. So in the evening, not evening, afternoon. In the afternoon, I took a session with a co-learner, and after that, I made a thumbnail. Yes, with that video, I will be upload tomorrow. And then I went to market and purchased some veggies. Yeah, and now I'm here. I'm talking with you.
All right. That's pretty nice. Okay. So, Miss Ruby, I believe we're meeting for the first time. So, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Shisha Dasgupta. I am currently living in Kolkata, West Bengal. Besides being a final year student for Masters in Psychology, I'm also working with Englishyaari as their communication tutor. And as for my hobbies, I would say I love to read and travel, and I live with my parents. That's about me. What about you?
Okay, nice to hear that. Yeah, I love to introduce myself. My name is Rubi chaurasiya. I'm connecting with you from Ghaziabad, the city of Uttar Pradesh. And speaking about my qualification, I have done post graduation and B.Ed as well. I mean Bachelor of Education. And speaking about my hobby, so I love read book because these days I'm working on improving myself. So I read 1 or 2 pages in the morning at night as well, same. And apart from that, I love to talk with a stranger. It's my new hobby. Recently, I have inculcated. That's all about from my side.
Okay, all right. That was pretty interesting. So, what book are you reading right now, Miss Ruby?
Okay. So currently, I read that book called 3000 Stitches, written by respected Sudha Murthy ji.
3000 Stitches. Yes, I happen to have that book as well. I've read about 3000 Stitches. So, what so far have you liked about the book?
Okay, so speaking about this book, so I can say this is my second book, and before that, I read that book called Atomic Habit, and the book is also superb. And now I'm sharing about this book. I mean, 3000 Stitches. So this book is superb. I can easily understand the whole thing, the whole sentence structure, vocabulary. Basically, I'm reading this book for improving purpose, and side by side, I can improve my knowledge, my cognitive thinking because I read somewhere. If you read any book, na, so you can develop your thought. You can think a better way. And nowadays, I'm observing this kind of thing. And Sudha Murthy is a great, I mean, respect to Sudha Murthy, she is a great storyteller, I can say. When I read that pages and the story, so I can observe whole the thing, whole the stories. Yeah. And the book based on stories, short stories. Maybe in that book, 12 or 13 stories available. I mean, in this book, and I completed maybe 7 stories. I have
Okay,
completed
that's
till
pretty
now.
good
Yeah.
progress.
Yes,
That
it's
is
six.
good
Yes.
progress.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, Miss Ruby, the topic for today's session is school life. Okay, are you comfortable talking about it?
Yeah, yeah. I am comfortable, and here and there, if you have any activities, so we will do.
Yes, of course. Why not? Okay, all right. So, why do you think that school life is such an important part of an individual's life?
Okay. Yes. Speaking about school life, so I can say school life is one of the best life for every kid, for every children because it's a fundamental stage. We can fundamentally say we can learn when we enter in the school. Not maybe every kid, yeah, and it is really important. Even we says that school is home is the first school for the kid, but I can say
Yes.
after after home, the kid living, not living, yeah, maybe living in school, maybe 6 to 7, 5 to 6 hours, yeah, and in the school he can learn a lot of things since childhood to till maybe in adolescence age, like 11th or 12th, we can count as a school life. Yeah, and we can say this life is also foundation stage for kid. If he or she he is good at study and activity, everything, so maybe in future he will be definitely achieve something better in their life. Yeah. So school life,
Okay.
if that person, I mean that kid has really take good knowledge from that school.
If the kid has received very
Yeah,
good
yeah.
knowledge, or not
If
just very good
the
knowledge, you could say if the kid has received a good amount of knowledge. Okay.
yeah, valuable, I can say valuable amount of knowledge.
Valuable knowledge as well, yes.
Yes,
Okay, all
yeah.
right. So, what was your school life like, Miss Ruby?
Okay, so if I talk about my school life, so when I was in my school, so I was moderate and shy girl too. Yeah, but I was good at study. I guess not a very bad, not a good. I was moderate, and I participated activities. I used to participate in activities as well, like dancing, like cultural activity. Yeah, now I can see you better. Yeah, and I can say, yeah, school life is the one of the best life now. I am missing, especially my school friends. Yeah, with whom I played a lot, and I used to go classes like coaching classes when I was in my school, like 11th or 12th. We are counting as
Hmm.
a school life now. It is
Hmm.
12th class. Yes, this
Okay,
thing.
all right. Can you, you said that you participated in activities, right? So, can you tell
Mm.
me one such time in detail what it was like when you participated and what all happened? Just the experience.
Okay, next. So when I was in the fourth class, fourth maybe fifth, yeah, fourth class. So that time I participated in cultural activity. Maybe 26th January. Yeah, 26th January. And I got a first prize as well. Yeah, I performed
Oh,
very
that's
well.
great.
Yeah, yes, I participated in two activity. One was the dance, um, group dance, and second one is like a speech. Yeah,
Hmm.
the speech competition type. Yes, and I got a first prize. I was really happy that day. Maybe my mother says to me, you was very happy when you got the prize and when you came back to home and you share this thing with your father. So you was really happy. Yeah, because I got a first prize first time.
That's
Yeah.
great. I'm
And I
like,
performed
it
really
must have.
well. Yeah, I performed really well. The song, that time, Des Rangila, like that, the famous song. Yeah. But I haven't any photo. That's the bad thing. Oh,
Even I remember winning the first prize to an event when I was in my sixth standard, and even I don't have any photographs from that. Although I
yeah,
sang a
same.
song,
That
like
is the
dance
bad
or
thing.
anything, but then I don't have photographs as well.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's actually good that you remember these things. I mean, for me, especially when I'm feeling a little low or I'm sad, these are the things that cheer me up. That if I could do it then, I can do it now. So, yeah, all right. So, Miss Ruby, let's do this. Let's say that you are my class teacher, okay?
Mm.
And there's a group of students who are bullying me. You understand the meaning of the word bully?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay. And I come up to you and I tell you that, ma'am, I'm being bullied because of any reason. So they are just being mean to
Mhm.
me, they are disturbing me. So, how would you handle it as my class teacher? What would you do? Let's say we are in the seventh
Oh,
standard, so we are teenagers, not kids, not adults. Okay?
okay. First of all, I try to solve this problem. Why they um why they are behaving like that? What is the main problem? It's related to like study. Because when we were in a school, it's the seventh, eighth class, so it's a different scenario in the class and different things. So first of all, depend on the problem. What is the problem? And then I will be sort out. Otherwise, how is possible? So I will try to ask with both party. I mean both kids. Yes, what is the matter? And then
Hmm.
mm, I'm trying to solve it. I will try to solve it. First of all, I teach them this is not a good behavior because you are a kid, you are a student as well, you are a student, and this type of behavior, this kind of I can say misbehave like that, it will not to
Misbehaving,
suit.
you can say that.
Yeah, it will not suit mm, your because you are a kid. Maybe when you grown up, so how can you teach your upcoming generation? So first of all, you should try to don't do this type of things. Yeah, if I will
Okay.
yeah, I will discuss first of all.
Hmm.
Yes,
So
and
you believe in discussing things and finding out the root cause of the problem, right?
yes, otherwise how is possible that if we have no idea what is the root problem,
Hmm.
then I will be solve this thing. Otherwise it will never work.
I
And
really love the way
if
you
you want to
think, Miss.
hmm,
I really love your
what
thought process. The fact that you decided to discuss it with the kids instead of just punishing
because
one of them.
I have experience, bit experience with this kind of thing, so that's why I'm saying. So, so my personal experience.
Okay, all right. So, how come you have experience with these things? Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I have experience as a teacher last year, just for 3 to 4 months. So I come across this type of situation. Yes.
All right. And actually, my aunt also lives in Ghaziabad.
Oh, where?
She lives in a place near, I'll tell you where, it's Kaushambi,
Yeah, I know. And you're
near
from
to the metro.
Calcutta.
I'm from Calcutta. This is my father's sister I'm talking about. So she lives
Okay,
there.
okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
All right. And how would you say your college life is different or was different from your school life?
Okay. Yeah. So speaking about differences, so when I was in the college, so I thought that I'm saying my experience. I am saying that
Mhm.
it's like a burden, bit burden, not every time. Yeah, because a lot of
Burden.
homeworks and you have to, yeah, you have to do some extra activity as well, and you have to go school on time. But like that type of it's the time now. Oh, you have to follow all rules and regulation as well during school. But
Hmm.
I can say nowadays I'm missing my school as well. But there's no tension as at all. I mean school life. So if I say about whole scenario, so it's not a tension like that. But we when we enter in a college, then we realize it is full of tension and lot of I can say competition as well. How we can do what should I do for my future? Every time lot of tension. It depends person to person first of all. Yeah. Yes. When
Okay.
but yeah, college teachers like you have to face. how to deal with problems. Yeah, college friend as well, with whom we can grow up sometime. Luckily, I have one or two friends. Yes, I can say
Hmm.
good friend. I'm counting them as a good friend. Yeah, and
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your views, Miss Ruby. And I would like to point out a few things here. Are you open to feedback?
yes, yes, yes,
Okay, all right. So, first of all, I really appreciate your enthusiasm. The fact that you like to speak up and give your views, and that you try to use as many words as possible while talking. Like, you don't give short answers, you like to explain whatever you are saying. And you've got this really sweet smile on your face when you talk. So, as an overall expression, it was really nice talking to you. I felt nice. Okay. Now,
okay,
coming to things that you would need to improve a little. The first thing here is your pronunciation thing. So what I noticed was you have a issue in pronouncing the sir and the sh sounds. So instead of
yeah,
saying she, it's coming out as C right now. Okay. So C is basically C E A or C double E. The first C means like samudra basically in Hindi, and the other C is to what something. Whereas what
okay,
you are trying to say is SHE, it's she, it's referring to a girl. So a slight pronunciation error will change what you're trying to say. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So that is something you can try out. So I'll tell you what, there's a good activity you can do with this. You can search on the Google that give me words or give me a list of words that begin with SH. Okay, and try pronouncing all of them and keep doing this up until you actually pronounce sh instead of sir. Okay. So
sure,
she, then shallow, shadow, these words. All right. You will get a few more on the internet, I'm sure. Okay. Like this one, it's not sure, it's sure. Right? It's a sure sound
sure,
again. But in this one, it
okay,
doesn't have an H. It's just that it's pronounced like that. Now, another thing is, since you're already reading books, I'm sure it's improving your vocabulary little by little. But right now, what's happening is sometimes you're getting stuck. Okay, and at that point, you're
yeah,
either blanking out or you're like, so these things are coming in. We call them as fillers in English language. They're used
yeah,
to fill up the gaps when you are speaking. Okay, now, if you use it subtly or in a way that nobody understands, it's fine. But right now, it's becoming very obvious that you're getting stuck. Okay. So, for that matter, I think reading books is a very good way. And Sudha Murthy ji, as you said, is a phenomenal writer. She writes amazing stories. And not just that, her writing style is very easy to understand. So, you will learn
yes,
new words from there. But besides that, if you could just start listening to some English podcast or spoken English videos, it would also help you a lot with pronunciation or how to speak more confidently. Although you are very confident, but one thing that I would say is that you don't really like sometimes when you're thinking, your eye contact is shifting a lot. Okay, so that is something you could
okay.
work on. All right, these are my observations. Do you have any questions for me?
Like I have to work on non-verbal communication.
Yes, a little bit. It's not very obvious that you're not maintaining eye contact. It's happening sometimes. That's what I said. Okay.
Okay,
Otherwise, your posture
okay,
is good. Your smile is great. It's all okay. Very sure that the amount of attempts you made, you succeeded in most of them. There were just some errors that I mentioned. One of them was the pronunciation thing. The other one was getting stuck in between. Okay. So that you have to reduce on your own, and that will only reduce when your vocabulary increases. All right.
okay, okay.
Nothing to feel hurt about. These are things that people face in the beginning, but then they work through it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And try to, as you said, you're reading every day, try to maintain that habit. Whatever you're doing to improve your English, do it daily. That way, the effect lasts longer. Okay.
Yeah, nowadays I'm consistent with reading. Recently,
So you
yeah,
can
I
read
read book
Sudha
was
Murthy
super.
books
Book is
and then you can switch to Ruskin Bond. Okay. Even he writes in very simple language.
Okay. The skin bond. Oh,
in a skin bond. Yes. All right.
okay.
Then that's all for today, Miss Ruby. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you soon again in some other session. Thank
Yeah,
you. Bye.
definitely. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.